Making a Change Group's Community Report every Thursday at 10 a.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and cmpradio.net's platform. Making a Change Group is dedicated to empowering youth, strengthening families, and serving as a community connector for the city of Chester and Delaware County. Thank you for tuning in.
Group's Community Report. I'll be filling in for your regular host, Michelle. I'm Geo Stockman, gun violence interventionist for the GVON program, president of SDB Enterprises. We also got my main man, Richard Bender, case manager for GVON, and Brittany Hales, GVON coordinator. How is everyone?
Hey, what's going on?
Bless. Starting off today, we're going to get into our morning report with Brittany. Brittany going to give us a rundown of everything we have going on and coming up this week and the following weeks. Britt.
All righty, perfect. How's everybody this morning?
I'm good.
Good. We have some wonderful things coming up this weekend and next weekend, but I'm most excited about the Making a Change Leveling Up Festival. So I can't wait to talk about that in depth, and I know you guys are going to cover some of the wonderful activities that we have for the event. So let's get right into it. So our Making a Change Level Up Festival will be held July 31st at Chester Park. We'll have food, vendors, activities, and we'll be ending the evening with a family kickball game. So we need everybody to get out there. It's going to be live, so can't wait. We are asking that you register in advance so that we can be prepared, and we have some special giveaways for those that register. So you can register by utilizing one of the QR codes that's available on the flyers that you'll see out in the community, or by texting telephone number 484-318-6781. And again, text register to 484-318-6781. And for whatever reason, if you can't get us, you can find us on social media. You can email us at info@makingachange.group, and we'll be looking forward to it. As far as the event, we will have a whole bunch of different community groups and presentations for you. We'll be hosting Harcum College. Chef Lamont will be providing some free food for us, so you can get your burgers, your hot dogs, grilled right on the spot. We'll have tons of moon bounces, face painting, art in the park, some tennis, like I said, kickball, but we'll also have soccer available. There will be a table hosted by Chester Community Coalition, Child and Family Focus. We'll have some line dancing, and of course, DJ Corey the One will be DJing for us. And one of my favorite features for the event will be our horse and pony ride. So make sure you come out and spend some time with us. Have a good family, safe, family focused, family event. We'll have food, vendors, as well as children's accessories, beaded and jewelry, and fresh treats. You come see us July 31st from 3 to 7 for all our fun. And the day before that, right at the same park, Chester Park, there'll be a skating event. So make sure you have a full weekend with us. So at Chester Park on July 31st, there will be roller skating and I believe soccer at the same park. So tons of activities, moon bounces, make it a fun-filled weekend. Last weekend, and I know you guys are going to talk about it, but last weekend was a pretty family-focused weekend as well. There was the talent show sponsored by Hemi and Making a Change Group, as well as Rondé Hollis Jefferson's Water Wars. I know you guys are going to get into that later, so let's keep the flow going with all of this family-safe recreation. Let's see what else tomorrow the food trucks. Did you guys make it to the food truck event last week? Well, earlier.
Yeah.
How
I
was
missed out on it. Oh man, I missed out on it.
it? Was good.
Yeah.
I heard I need not miss it, so I will be there. I will be pulling up tomorrow.
Yeah.
So the food truck vendors will be on the Avenue of the States, from 5:30 to 10. So looking forward to seeing what they have out there, and some pop-up shops as well. So let's keep doing it for the city.
Absolutely.
Absolutely on those things. Look at that.
On the 23rd, so that'll be Saturday, there will be the Fishing Head event. And I know we mentioned this earlier in the month, but now it's finally here. There'll be snacks, contests, prizes, fun, fishing, and more. It's from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and it is a free Children's Day event. So it'll be down at Chester Waterfront. And if you don't know where that is, that's Front and Norris, right by the bridge. Right by the stadium, and it's Fishing Head Fishing Club of Chester, PA, and Children's First America, Delaware County. Children ages 5 to 15. All children must have permission slips. Registration ages 5 through 12 must be accompanied by an adult. There's contact information there. There'll be snacks, contests, prizes, fun fishing, and more. Children and parents will be taught how to fish, cast, tie lines, hooks, in classes. So people ask for stuff to do. Make sure you show up and you support it. Tech Camp, August 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. This is sponsored by Immaculata University for Chester Upland Schools District students, rising sophomores and juniors. To register, contact Dr. Khalid Sutton. And his email information as well as telephone number is provided. Let's launch these youth into some tech jobs and experiences that can not only help for a more sustainable future, but put them in the right positions and be those resume boosting avenues that we're looking for. So that's all I have. What are you guys most looking forward to this weekend?
I think I like the fishing trip. Number one, I remember growing up and thinking, man, I really would like to go fishing, but I don't know anything about fishing. But I think that's something that's enticing me. That's something I think I'm gonna take my son to. And I'm looking for something more a relaxing hobby. I see a lot of people go fishing, they love it, but it's a good bonding moment. I'm always excited to see who I'm going to meet at these events. What I'm noticing is the more and more we participate, the more and more I see reoccurring faces. That means friendships, bonds. I love that stuff, man. So I'm looking forward to the fishing trip, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit a couple of them. I'm probably go up to that skating going in the park when that come up. I'm also gonna be down at the food service block
Yeah,
party.
you definitely gonna catch me there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be at the food trucks.
I'm actually thinking about doing the fishing thing too, because like Rich, I don't know how to fish either. My man was supposed to. He's a good fisher. He's supposed to have been teaching me. I ain't never got around to it, so I might sign up for that. Slide down there with me, a couple of my nephews or something.
Okay, well, three's a company. I'm gonna pull up too. We gonna rap.
Fishing.
We're gonna be out there like.
Right. Last week we had the talent show at the Chester Boys and Girls Club presented by Hemi, and it was a good event. It brought out a nice number of people, and the fact that it was so many kids there, that's what really made the event, really go off well, because it was for them and it was a child talent show, and it was a bunch of acts. They did a lot of dancing, some singing. It was a real big event, man. Shout out to them at Hemi and Brother Muscles up the gardens and this whole organization they got going on. They put on a real dope show.
You really helping everybody make it. I love it.
Yeah, that's what it means, helping everybody make it. Shouts out to them and their whole movement and what they got going on. It's about getting out here and trying to provide some type of outreach, some type of engagement with everybody and how he doing it. I like how he doing it. So shouts out.
I think that was also a good thing for the kids to see other kids up there doing things. I know as a youth, when I seen that, I said that could be me. You know what I mean? I know that guy on the stage, or that, you know what I mean, we in the same class. I could be up there doing that. It helped me just evolve a little bit in self-confidence, knowing that I'm seeing other people who look like me, sound like come from my area up there doing things. And you know what? It's just a good exposure for them. You know, they might be enticed to be like, reach me and be like, hey, I want to be the next thing you do. How do I do that? So I think having these experiences too, where, you know, they don't just see adults moving around doing things, but they see, you know, kids their own age, young men and women their own ages do things, inspire them to be motivated and go out there and give it a try. You know, and it's a great way for young ones to build networking as well. You know, young ones network. You know, it's not just adults. So you might have a dancer who sees another dancer. Hey, can I be part of your choreography group? You know, a rapper or somebody who's a musician. Hey, I heard you do beats. You know, helping the young ones connect. There's so much talent in Chester. You know, working with Making a Change group and Gio introducing me to some of the young men and women out there. Man, there's so much talent, but I'm even blown away by how many entrepreneurs I speak to, how many young ones that are just. So, you know, we have powerful groups out here who can be young entrepreneurs, young this, young that. Events like this help them come together and network. You know, so I think that's really important. As we have these events, we encourage them to, hey, you know what, go out there and speak to somebody. You know, don't be shy. Go out there and network with them and teach them how to do that. But I think that was a great opportunity for young ones to network in. Absolutely.
I 100% agree.
And shouts out to the young entrepreneurs that was at the talent show. I can't recall the names of their situations offhand, but I was encouraged to see that they were there, had their table set up, had their wares and their goods there, and getting into the mode of being in business for themselves. So like that was a dope look, and they were all young and like they were doing their thing. So that's why I liked the event. The event was for kids. All the vendors was kids. Like it was a dope look.
In mentioning some children vendor, we at our July 31st event, we will have some children vendors there. So we have a young lady who will be having her drinks and twisted mixes with just like fruit blends. I'm really excited for that. And another young lady who will be having t-shirts, and a young man who will be having his t-shirts focused on not bullying. So I'm really excited for that. We got to make sure that we support our youth as they're securing the bag.
Absolutely. I mean, go ahead, Rich.
We might participate with one of these young ones, and years later we see them, you know, in Forbes magazine or something. We don't know. You know, but the young ones in the making, these young entrepreneurs, I'm telling you, I've been privileged to talk to some of them, and their insight is incredible. I'm taking notes. I'm like, what? Stocks and bonds, this, that, and even those who are just on the shirt business, printing the shirts, I'm listening to it. And you know, the art to it is not just making or creating, it's how they gain their resources. You know, how they know how to stretch their money to make the money. I am blown away just by how they're getting their items to create their product, and they understand, like, you know, I can't just, you know, how to stretch and make and flip the dollar. I just can't believe, I'm just blown away by it. So recirculating, I mean, I'm getting that at my age. I can't imagine if we got a group of these young brothers and sisters to come together, share the information and what they can create. So supporting them is really, you know, it starts with the support, you know, encouragement. They come through, they see people come through and buy their products and wear their shirts. It's encouraging to see your product that you made or your art that you made on somebody's wall or on somebody's person. It's encouraging. So I employ everybody. Go out there, support the young ones, you know, buy their items, try their products, and let them know how amazing they are at what they're doing, because they can use that encouragement. And who knows, we might be talking to the next millionaire, you know?
Absolutely. And also we had the Water Festival at Memorial Park on Saturday, July 16th, presented by the Hollis Jefferson team, Chat and his squad, and that was a good day. It was super hot that day, and it was like they planned a perfect day to have a whole water event, and it was plenty of kids there engaged. We had moon bounces and water slides, and like it was a big look. It was a big event for us in the city that we can come out. We really have to, when people putting these events on, we really have to take advantage. You know what I'm saying? It's not really an excuse to not take advantage of what's going on in our backyard. Going to other places and doing what they have offering there when we offering it right here. I mean, we have people that's putting it together and offering these things for us and our children, family situations to engage our community. I mean, to get our community back in play. So, like, I was down there as well, and Corey was there. Few members of our team was there, and we had a blast. I mean, getting wet with the kids. So it was crazy.
Absolutely, I could see that. You know, I missed out on that event. I really wish I would have went. Missed out on that event, but one thing I can say I love doing is sharing those experiences with my kids. You know, I get to be a young kid with my kids. I'll go out there and I'll get wet. You might find me in the mood bounce, but the thing is, I'm sharing that experience with my young ones. So it's definitely part of building bonds, and at the very least, building memories. Mm-hmm. At the very least, if I tired and my son, I know they can go in there and I can keep an eye on them. I might also just have that down moment while I'm looking at my son and I'm like, man, I'm glad I was able to come out here and provide this moment from opportunity for my son to just have a good time. But then I bump in these events, I meet somebody I haven't seen for a long time and we start talking, we reconnect. Those are amazing moments. You know, I think on the last event I seen plenty of that. You know, I seen plenty of people reconnect. Hey, man, how's your brother doing? How's your sister doing? Oh, here's my number. You know, let's link up again. So I thought, man, you know, not just are the kids having a great time, but us as parents, we get to wind down or reconnect with loved ones or friends we haven't seen since we graduated from the high. You know, just good moments like that, good bonding moments all around. It's a win-win situation. Come on out, definitely enjoy these events, build memories, build those experiences, reconnect with loved ones, reconnect with friends. That's going to be, I'm hoping as I get to more of these, like I said, I see reoccurring friends and reoccurring people I met. You know, that'll be the Chester experience. You know, that'll be it. You know, hey man, we out here, we doing these things and we having a great time. We having a blast. So I encourage everybody, definitely come on out, especially, you know, on the 31st, we're going to have that's going to be amazing. You know, that is going to a horse and pony.
Horse and pony. You hear me? A horse and pony.
Get the camera ready, you know, because I'm going to be up on it. Give me my hat. You know what I mean? But yeah, even me, man, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to partake. I'm going to participate. I'm going to be the one, you know, hosting some of these things, but I'm also going to take the time to you know, take a picture on a horse or something, but go out there and just have fun, be youthful again and enjoying these festivities.
And really, especially when there are free events that are being hosted. So somebody thought enough of the community to say, I'm going to put this on. So the organization, the programming, the planning, the reaching out to vendors and getting support and funders and donations that it takes to do this, don't let it go in vain. Show up and show out. Like we would put on for homecoming, put on for these community events for the kids because they need something too.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, the importance of it is beyond like having activities and whatnot that we're doing. The real importance of it is we're trying to foster brotherhood and sisterhood with our children. We're trying to get them in positions and put them in places where the environment is positive and real friendships can grow. You know what I'm saying? We going too far and it's been too long that we've had our children separated. People from the east side, people from the west side, people from this project, people from that project. It's about time that we have our kids in one place so we can get them to know each other. And these events are the perfect opportunity to do that. Having your kids out engaging with other kids that they don't know, that's not from their neighborhood, that they normally wouldn't meet, they normally wouldn't interact with. So that would be like, for me, that's the main important aspect of coming out and getting involved with these events.
You know, speaking on that, Gio, I think that's also that's definitely the point of what we're doing. But you know, I also seen in some of these events, I can't tell you how oftentimes now I was originally born. I'm not originally. I was born in Philadelphia, and then I was raised in Chester. When I was raised in Chester, I had no family. I have no family here in Chester, and I remember growing up. You know, I wanted to see my cousins, and I couldn't wait for the weekends to see my family again. But I didn't have anybody here. What I love to see, and what I see often a lot in Chester, is when people meet, they be like, "That's your cousin," and people are like, "What?" The whole time they didn't know that's family. I can't tell you how many times I've seen in Chester families reunite. They didn't even know they were family. So for me, I was thinking, wow, sometimes you can mistakenly have a issue with somebody who's family the whole time, but you didn't know. You find out that's your second cousin or something like that, and I'm like, that's deep. And I'm noticing as small as Chester is, like we say often, small but mighty. There's so many families here. And there's so many ways to reconnect with those families and find out, man, you know what, you're not alone. And I often wish, man, I bumped into somebody and they'd be like, oh, that's your family there, just to have that, see that experience. But I love families reconnecting. I love seeing that. So that's another thing, man. I love families come together and finally meeting. Like a little kid meets his other cousin. The whole time he might love the stuff he does. And he has somebody. Now they have a bonding moment. I'm blown away by that. And that's my favorite thing to see. When I see people in Chester meet together, it's families reconnecting. I love that, man. The whole time they didn't even know the kid in the class next to them in the back was their cousin. Who knows, man.
And in addition to that, like it's also an opportunity for families, man, parents to engage their children, pulling them out of video game, pulling them out their phone, and truly engaging with them and being active with them. You know what I'm saying? Getting them active again. Like our children aren't active. They're not out doing things. If they don't play sports, they're not being active. So like these events, to get them active. It's good for health. As they're growing and getting older and developing, they have to move. They have to, that's how you grow. You can't just be sitting around and laying around all day. So they got to get up, get used to being outside, get used to being and doing things with other people. And like I said, for the parents to engage with your child, like something to do with your child. Like I will be up there with my children. I will be on a horse. You know what I'm saying? I never rode a horse. I'm going to ride a horse. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it simply because it's an opportunity for me to bond with them in a positive manner. And I don't got to go nowhere to do it. Like it's right here where I'm from in the city. So I can bond with them and I can have them bond with other kids that I know, that I work with, that I'm involved with, and bring more people together. So like, it's real important. It's imperative, man, that we take advantage, man, of these opportunities. We don't normally have these opportunities. You from out here, you live in Chester, you know how it is. You know how it go when the summer start coming and there's nothing to do. There's nothing happening. Everyone put together a full force type of effort this year to make sure it was something every week, to make sure that we were partnering with everybody so that we can be involved in something every week. We need to come out as a community and be involved in these things that everybody doing.
I think that's excellent, because you just said something that caught my attention as I've been doing this for so many years. I'm noticing how young ones are less. They're interacting with each other in ways that are not really providing like social skills. And I'll say that through Facebook or texting. I remember I know one of the students I used to work with, he said, man, just text me. I'm like, why text you when I can just call you? But that's the way of, but there's a disconnect from me on that, right? So for me, I'd rather just talk to you, because you know what? I can gauge your energy. I can read your emotions, but on the message, I really can't tell what's going on. So I think what I've seen too is a lot of social anxiety build up in the youth over the years because of this lack of engagement like this. They don't have the social skills. They don't know how to read that energy and control themselves. There's a lot that we can learn from these events, but when also on the flip note, when it comes to parents, often we find ourselves, we wake up, we do our daily routine, and then we go straight to work. And then after work, we come home and we're tired. We sit down and we don't want to be bothered, right? You're kind of like, man, I just did too much. And for some parents who are doing two jobs, just really trying to survive, there's a disconnect there too. At these events, when you come to these events, one, for the kids, they get that social skills to get out there and feel, each other again and talk to each other and laugh again and know what that feels like. But for parents or for guardians who are working 2 or 3 jobs, you get to come to these moments and just forget about everything and just enjoy the moment and reconnect with your children and friends and family, but just have that time to live again. Oftentimes we punish each other. We punish ourselves so much. We do these jobs, come home, go to sleep, wake up, and we mad that we got to go back to work. We ain't do nothing all weekend. Man, come out here. Listen, this is not only for the youth, it's also for us. And just have that moment, man. Just have that moment of peace, laughter, love, experience, socializing, and watching each other grow, not just our kids, but each other. So definitely come out to these moments. I think that was an excellent point, Gio. Getting away from these games and also just taking a break from work and come out here and grow. What is the most useful thing for us is our connection with each other and our children. As we progress.
Yeah, we always see. I know for me personally, because I'm at most of these events and I'm super active, and I often see the sisters there, so I'm not really imploring them right now. I'm imploring the brothers, man. You brothers, man, you fathers, uncles, big homies. You know what I mean? The OGs. I'm imploring you, brothers, man. I need y'all to come out, man. I need y'all to bring y'all kids out. I need y'all to show y'all kids other brothers that's positive influences. All they see all day is people that's negative, man. Negative influences on them, man. Bring them around some people so that when they see a vision of a black man, they see a vision of a brother, they say, this is what it's supposed to be. Right. Brothers out here doing this. That's why I keep saying, and I beat this drum all the time. It's important, man, to get your kids involved with this. It's important to have your kids seeing positive influences. They bombarded by negative influences everywhere. TV, music, outside their door, in their school, everywhere they go. And they not really getting visuals of positive black men that's out here really working, really doing what need to be done. They not seeing the vision of reformed people that they knew of out here like that. Now these brothers is on the other side. They out here repaying a debt. They need to see that it's important that if you walked on this line and you now transition, that you got a debt to repay. And it's important that they see brothers repaying that debt and see brothers giving back and see brothers really working. So that's why, like I said, that's the only thing I can stress the importance of, man, getting your kids this positive influence, man, getting them as many positive examples and positive role models that you can. Like, it's never enough. It's never going to be enough. It's never going to be enough positive people you can put your kid around. That's going to outweigh all these negative people out here. So you got to put them around as many positive people that's doing positive things, spreading positive energy, positive love and joy and true brotherhood and camaraderie for one another, and just want to see other people win. You need to have your kids around people like that.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely. And getting into that, man, we have an event coming up, man, July 31st. It's going to be from what, 3 to 7?
3 to 7.
3 to 7.
3 to 7.
At Chester Park. And we're going to have everything. Whatever it is you looking for to come out and do with your children, we're going to have it there. The list is tremendous. And also, if you are a vendor, you can register with us, man, and come on up and vend. You can come on up, set your shop up, and let the community know what you're doing. We're about fostering black business, homegrown business. You don't have to pay no fee. It's no rental fee, no booking fee, no nothing. All you have
No
to
space fee.
no,
We just want you here.
none of that. All you have to do is register, bring your stuff out, and come rock with us. Come rock with your community, your brothers and your sisters, sell your wear. Let us see you in this positive light so we can do business with you. Come on out here and introduce your business to the community so we can support you, so that we can give you the push you need. The only way to do that, that's why I'm saying these events are so important. They're not just one thing. They
The representation.
It encompasses a lot of things in our community. So you business owners, you small business owners, y'all just getting on, y'all just getting started. It don't matter to us what y'all got going on. We're not dealing with adult products though, but anything else, we don't want no alcohol, no marijuana type products, edibles, none of that.
None of that.
Family friendly event.
Anything else that you sell, your business provides, we want y'all to come out and enjoy the day with us, man, and try to get your thing going, man. And we trying to help you do that. We trying to help people on multiple levels at the same time. We're not just working with gun violence. We're not just working with families. We're not just working with individuals. We're working with businesses. We're trying to foster growth in our community from multiple levels at the same time. It's not just about stopping violence. Once we stop that, what are we going to do? We have to have something in place we
need that economic development.
We have to have something in place to replace that. We tell everybody to stop doing what they're doing. What are we going to have them doing? We need them to see that we're business owners. We have that acumen, that we're starting from scratch and we're starting from behind the 8 ball and we're succeeding.
Mm-hmm.
But we need more help. We need everybody in our community to come together and support each other. It's the most important thing. Yeah. Come on out, man. The 31st is going to be a blast. We're going to have horses. You ever rode a horse? Man, they going to have horses. I'm going to have my cowboy hat on.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on a horse, man.
I'll tell you what, if I can, just take a minute of what something I'll bring to the table that I think will be great for the city of Chester, for the youth. I'm going to be bringing out, I'm going to be participating in a section that has be teaching jiu-jitsu for the young ones, that they could come out on the mat. And let me tell you, anybody who's listening, don't worry. It's actually a really safe sport for the kids to come in and explore. But what I could tell you is jiu-jitsu is a really gentle sport. We're going to have mats out there, but it's very effective in a couple aspects. One, the self-defense aspect of it is very, very important. But besides that, it's an art and all disciplines actually have problem-solving skills. You get in these tough situations, you gotta find a way out. So for those who just like, what does jiu-jitsu look like? Think of it like almost like wrestling or a form of grappling that has submission moves. So you definitely gotta learn how to get out of these things. But I think it did not only those other aspects that I've learned are friendships and bonds. The biggest one I learned, though, however, is that when we go on the mat, anybody who gets on the mat, that's equal territory for anybody. So everybody starts at the same level. Everybody has to grow from that level. And the mat doesn't lie, right? This, for me, was a life experience. The more you apply yourself into something, the more it'll show. So you might come in as a young man and see this girl training every day and think, I got her. And she comes and just boom. But she's been there all day long. She's training every day because she fell in love with it. She realized that she was more stronger and capable than she thought. And that's what I love. That's why I'm bringing it. There's a saying, I can't take credit for this, but I will say this from a person who suffers from depression. I'm very open about this. I learned to strengthen myself and believe in myself more. There's a saying said, hate made me come here, love made me stay. And that's what I'm trying to give brothers and sisters, an experience to come out and just have a great time. And listen, the way I teach, man, we laugh. We have a great time. So for those who are interested, parents, come out. I'm going to have a session there with Mats. You can be part of it. You can participate with your kid in it. I taught at Daniel Gracie's and Daniel Gracie Academy in Philadelphia for a long time. I was a lead instructor for the kids program and became an instructor for the adults in basic jiu-jitsu. So I have plenty of years of experience training, but my favorite thing is watching people bond. So if you want to come out with your son and daughter, come on out. We're going to have a great time. Just all I can say is be prepared. Have some shorts on and a comfortable shirt and get ready to have fun. And then after that, I'll see what the kickball game. Then you can get it in. But that's what I'm saying. Everything from there's experiences to explore in Chester that are just, they're here, man. From horse rides to jiu-jitsu to the kickball event to the young ones selling their products. Man, being part of this and giving back to the community is amazing for me, G. I'll tell you what, man, I'm having a blast doing this. I just had, and just speaking on jiu-jitsu a little bit, because people are usually looking for something new and something they can continue to do and go to work. Whereas if I'm boxing and I get hit in the eye, I get a black eye for a little bit, I got to go work with that. Jiu-jitsu is a really soft sport. We can just tap, we stop, and we go at it again. So we can keep practicing and developing those skills. I just had a group of young individuals come from Chester, participate, man, and they had a blast, man. And they developed so fast. Hey, man, you never know. That one of those guys could be the future champion. But those are the experiences that are available in Chester on the 31st. Man, come out, definitely be part of it. But I implore any father or mother who's listening right now, any guardian, provide that exposure for your young ones. Provide it. I implore you, if you are tired, I guarantee this will fill your cup. Watching the young ones laugh will always fill your cup. It will always fill your cup. So come out, watch them laugh, watch them enjoy. Allow yourself to laugh. Allow yourself to enjoy. If there is a tear you need to shed, let it be out of happiness. Because I guarantee watching these young ones enjoy themselves. Man, bro, Gio, just going back to just us men. Could you imagine just us men playing kickball, bro?
Yeah.
Like, just seriously, like in our mind, we might be like, I'm not doing that. Man, go out there and do that, man. Go out there and laugh, man. Let your kids see that men can have a great time together. Men can do these things. Man, for me, I love seeing stuff like that. And then what better way to do it with my kids? Yeah. I might be in front of my son. I might be the next one to kick the ball. My son might be like, my dad's gonna knock that out the park. You know, my daughter cheering for me. You know, man, you know, just seeing that, I'm very visual. Just seeing that in my mind makes me happy. Yeah. So definitely, those are the experiences I can't wait to witness, man. So and be part of. You know, so definitely.
I like I said, I like to think of us as being in a renaissance, man. You understand? Like Chester's in a renaissance, man. We coming into a point where people are opening their minds, man. People are opening their hearts, and they trying to be different. Like, I mean, you talking about jiu-jitsu, man. When they was teaching jiu-jitsu and stuff, like, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. These are different opportunities that's presenting themselves now out here, man. And we just in that space where we was at the bottom, bro. It's not nowhere to do but grow. We can't go no lower, bro.
The only direction is up, right?
All the shooting, all the death, all the crime, all everything. We've been at the bottom, bro. It's nowhere to go but grow. We can't do nothing but grow. And that's where we're at. We hit the bottom. We hit the bottom a year or two ago. Everything was out of control. Now we're growing, man. People are opening their eyes again, man. People opening their hearts and really understanding that, man, the only way for us to move forward for real, man, is together.
Absolutely.
We can't move together without everybody.
You know what? And Jill, you know, I shared this last week on this podcast, and I'll share it again. You know, I heard from a young one, and I blown away, and I'll say it again verbatim. He said, I'm in a point of transition in my life. I just don't know if where I'm transitioning is the right path. And he said, I'll never forget this. He said, man, a lot of us young ones are lost, man. He's schooling me, right? He's letting me into his world. But him acknowledging that, man, a lot of these young ones are in a point of transition. The city's in a point of transition itself. Like you said, man, they're tired of being here. The only way to go is up. They're like, look, somebody show me the way because I got this talent. I got this. So this exposure is really, really important for these young ones because they're in a point of transition. They're in a point of transition. Like, I know I can do more. I know what I got to. I have this feeling in me that I'm changing, but I need to know that I'm going down the right path. Listen to that. I need to know. So if I'm going down the right path, and I said I need to know if I'm going down there, that means I need a tour guide, right? I need somebody just gentle direction. Hey, I'm going this way. I'm saying let's be a part of that, right? Definitely. Let's be a part of that. And in doing such, I think there is something mutually we give each other, right? That generational gap can be covered. That young, like I said, the young ones are teaching me about stuff, NFTs, stocks, bonds, how to get my supplies so that how to spend less and make more. I can't believe they're teaching me this, and they're also teaching me in their style and in their language. So now they're giving me, I can talk to someone my age level, someone their age level, and man, you know what? It's an even exchange. It's an even exchange, and we do need to get back to that. I'll say this often. I would like to get back to being the elder of the community, and I don't mean just like the old guy on the block. No, I mean an elder, like an elderman in the tribe. He gives his young warriors that information. The young sister, and warriors are young women too as well. So if you hear me say that, that's not just a masculine term. That's for everybody to understand. Definitely our sisters are soldiers for sure, man. Our sisters, especially in the change group. But identifying those things and being part of it, we need to take that back, those roles back, An elder is so much more. But in doing such, I think, Gio, you said this, it keeps us youthful. They keep us youthful, and they keep us in the trends and whatnot. So we can understand we have that even exchange of information. So we definitely got to take those roles back. And it starts with this experience, man. Gio, like you said, I think one of the greatest things you said is us men need to take those roles back too. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. A lot of these women, a lot of these women are doing everything, man, for their families. They're the mom, they're the dad, they're the elder, they're the this. They're taking their kids out. Let's do that, man. Let's take that role back. And it starts here, man.
As men, we lacking in that department, and we gotta step up and do better. We gotta lead our community. That's the only way it's going to happen. And people often say to me, they be like, they're tired. These be adults. They so tired of what's going on out here. I'm tired of these youngins, and they just wild. And I counter them with, how do you think they feel? How tired do you think they are? By me with working with them as closely as I do and engaging with them every day, I know how tired they are. I know that they're looking for a way out of the madness. That's why people got to come back and help them. That's why people got to reach down. They want the help. They need the help. They asking for the help. And everybody's saying they tired. Okay, we all tired. Now we got to trudge through together. We got to reach back and we got to teach them, man. We got to guide them. We got to let them know that it's a different way. The only way to do that is people that was really in it, man. You was really in it, man. You got to look back and tell these youngins, man, like, this ain't it. This life ain't it, man. This ain't going to get you nothing. I mean, really tell them, not be there and being a party to whatever type of nonsense they got going on just so you can remain cool in their eyes. No, I mean, really telling them, like, bro, this is what this going to get you, man. I know because it got me that. I know because it got my brother that, my uncle that, my cousin that, my main man that, my other two homies that got killed. This is what it gets you. Okay. We got to really get out here, man, and let these young brothers know what it is. Let them know that we really care about them. Let them know that we really here to help them. Let them know. And they going to get with it. They're getting with it now. Like, we down out here, man. Like, crime and all this that's going, we're down around the board out here, and it's a reason. Our young bulls is tired, man. They've been going at it for a long time. They done seen too much pain, too much death at the age they are to be functioning correctly. See what I'm saying? People think that these young bulls is they're not functioning correctly. You can't go through that much trauma.
Absolutely.
With an undeveloped brain and be thought to think that you're going to be walking around normal or walking around rational. No, they need help. So you can't wipe your hands with them. You can't throw your hands up in the air and be like, oh my God, they're crazy. This the most crazy generation there ever was. You can't do that. We can't do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to leave my youngest to their own devices, man, when I know that their devices is going to destroy them, when I know it's going to kill them, when I know it's going to send them in prison for the rest of their life. I owe them more than that. I owe society more than that. I owe this city more than that, bro. So like if you was really out here in these streets and you was really a gangster, and you was really running around, you owe a debt. Like I owe a debt, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't do this work. I don't do this work for the money. I don't do this work to be congratulated because I make more money when I'm not doing this. I lose money when I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? That's time away from my business. You know what I mean? Where I can be generating even more money, but I take time away from that because this is important to me. It's important to me because I need to balance my scales. It's not enough to just say, I quit. It's not enough to just run wild out here, do everything you out here doing, and just say you quit. All right, I quit. I'm done. I'm not doing that no more. I'm going to go ahead and live a righteous life. You still have a debt to pay. You still got to repay that pain you put out here, that hurt you put out here, that death you put out here, that destruction you put out here. So it's important, man, to come back. It's important to reach back. It's important to let these young boys know your path, know your story, so that they won't walk it. Because I don't want nobody to walk my path, man. 13, 14 years spent in prison upstate. I'm 45 years old. That's a third of my life. You know what I'm saying? So that's a real life third of my life. I'm 45. I spent 13, 14 years in prison. So I don't want that for our kids. I don't want that for my son. I don't want that for your son. I don't want that for anybody out here because I know what it's going to do to them mentally. I know that on top of all the trauma they dealt with out here, to be placed in there for a long time, they might not recover. So we got to get our boys. We got to get our sons. We got to get our nephews. We got to get our young boys. Young boys that you be out on the corner with, that you see them out there, man, please, man, try to get them some game. Please try to get them to understand, man, that the first option is not picking up a strap, man, and shooting somebody. Please try to implore to them that it's better ways to problem solve, man. It's better ways, man. Everything don't resort to that, man. Nothing for real resorts to that unless you defending your life, you know what I'm saying? But we got to let them know, man, that it's different out here, man. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's why I do it. So anybody who asks me and think that I do it for the money or they pay me so this astronomical fee or whatever, this is not the case. The case is I'm really from Chester. I really lived out here. These young boys that you see out here are me 25 years ago. They me. And I'm not going to abandon them. I can move. I can get up and bounce. I'm not going to abandon them like that, bro. So I don't want you brothers out here watching, you brothers who might hear what I'm saying. I want y'all to feel the same, man. I want y'all to reach back and have some compassion and some empathy for these young boys and understand, man, what they going through, man. It's like they was in fucking, what's the name of that war they just had? Ukraine. It's like
yeah.
Growing up in the Ukraine.
Yeah.
Philly. They done past 300 murders.
Yeah. Gio, you know what? You just said something too, man. I remember a young boy coming to me, and he was like, "Man, Mr. Rich, look what I just walked by." He had filmed somebody had just got shot up, and it was just like, "Damn, bro," you know. But in my mind, I'm like, "Bro, somebody's just dead on the ground, man. You just walk back." Yeah. The thing is, it's so normal to them. Yeah. And it's not. Look, I'm with you, Jill, man. And you know what? I can't speak on that part. Like the stuff you've seen, I'll be honest, man. I haven't done that stuff. I was the other kid. I was the one who was watching my brother do that thing, and I was the one, you know. So there's two sides. Listen, absolutely. Anybody who's listening right now, the two people you see on screen, they have two perspectives of the same journey, and they know what dangers are there. So that's why when we speak on G-Vine, you hear these things. Listen, my brother right now speaking, man, he done got my heart started, man. But I seen this brother too. I seen this brother come in. He's tired, and he's right. He's tired, but he's here. He's here. He's active. I see him at these events. I see him at these meetings with me. He's out there. He's bringing me these young men and women to get the assistance they need. But man, you know, he can't do it on his own. We could use so much more, man. G-Vine is just a tool in a sense. So if you guys if anybody's hearing this right now and you're interested in like, man, how can I be part of this? G-Vine's one of those things, right? We can help you and guide you in those areas. We can come out, we can see, we can have these discussions, we can provide these tools, these pathways. Listen, right now, man, I'm working with a program that can help those brothers and sisters coming out of jail who made a mistake and trying to get their life together. You know what I mean? So a re-entry program. There's so many things that we're getting because we know what? We want our people back. We want our young ones back. You know, we're going to be prospering. So I'm telling you, I guarantee we will be prospering soon. But and Gio, man, I just want to say, man, I thank you for saying those things. Oftentimes I grew up, something Gio said that I'm just going to do plain terms, man. People sometimes, I'm not doing that because that's corny. I want to look cool. Man, that's old. That's played out. That's been played out. And this is me. I'm speaking on my own behalf. I haven't partook of so many things because I didn't want to look corny. I didn't want to look foolish. Man, you know how much experience I done wasted. But then there's brothers like Geo Stockman who you know, they had a different life and give them a different hand. You know, I was blessed to have two parents. Gio, I'm not sure. I'm not speaking on your behalf. I'm just saying you might have had one parent. You might have had nothing. You know what I mean? I know, but you have a story to tell and pathways that you could tell young ones like, look, don't go down that path, man.
Absolutely.
Worry about looking corny. Look successful. Want to know what success look like? And show them trauma. You spoke on trauma.
Squares win, man. What they think, what people got it backwards. It's upside down. They think the square is the lame. He winning. He the guy out here winning, man. He living a good life. You know what I'm saying? Family, raising his family. He ain't looking over his shoulder. He ain't ducking nothing. You see him on Facebook, out with the family, out with the kids, taking vacation. That's the square. He winning. It's the circles that's losing. The circles is losing.
I hear you, man.
Losing your life, losing your freedom, losing your family. You're not gonna win nothing in that circle life, so you might want to get in that square life.
That's right. Because I'll tell you one thing I'm tired of. In the last, 2-3 years, I had to bury about 4 of my students. One through gun violence. And that young one was just about to he just got his GED, ready to go into college, man. And I had to give that mom his diploma. I'm tired of those experiences. What I would like more of is us getting together instead of for funerals, us getting together for more graduations to help support a young man in his endeavor to create his business. I want to enjoy more. I want to have more laughter and less crying, you know, but I want to be part of those things, man. You know, I want that to be the story that we're part of. No more, man, I just went to this person's, you know, funeral, or this person, I was just meeting them in the hospital. They just got shot. Listen, man, if I'm going to be tired, let me be tired from going to more graduations, more business openings, more events. Let me be tired of those things. But Brother Gio, I wanted to thank you because as always, you speak your heart and you say things. You speak a language that anybody who's listening now, you speak another language that we need more brothers like him to come out and speak to the young and older people in these areas. Because my brother Gio is very bilingual. He can go out there and speak that, you know what I mean, and get them to come. But if you're looking for avenues, men, especially brother, you said something also that was awesome. I need to balance my scales. My karma's off. Listen, you got the perfect place to come to and talk and see how we can get something started. So, brother, the Hemi brother, or what's his name, Musk?
Yeah.
He started. You don't know what you can do. Talent show for the youth. Talent show for the youth. You know,
it's big.
It's big. It's big. You got something to give back. And if you come, no ideas too small, you know, let's talk. Let's have that conversation. G-Vine is definitely will be, you know, helping those areas. We got experienced brothers. But that's pretty much it, Gio. Did you have anything you wanted to end off, brother?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, that's all we're gonna get into today, man. I appreciate talking with you. I appreciate your candor. I appreciate you sharing the information you were sharing with the brothers and sisters out here, man. And I just want to say, man, get out there and try. I'm gonna close with this. Get out and try to help somebody, man. Like, and I speak to this, and I tell people this all the time, and I tell them this because this is my real story. It's my real life. I dedicated myself for a year, man. I said, I'm going to help somebody every day for a year. Somebody different, bro. Every day. So in 2021, I helped 365 different people. And I did that because I wanted to change my energy, man. I wanted to know what it feel like to honestly give of myself, bro, instead of taking so much. And that's what I did out here in the community. I took. So I wanted to know what it felt like to give. And in doing so, man, it changed my life, man. Like it really changed my life. I wouldn't be who I am right now, doing what I'm doing right now, if I didn't come to that idea and say, man, I just want to go out and start helping people. Genuinely helping people. Not even telling people that I'm helping people. You feel me? No pictures of them, no taking no photos or getting no credit. No, just genuinely reaching out, giving them myself, man. And if you do that, if you genuinely give of yourself, man, you are going to feel better. You're going to feel energized. That should help me beat cancer. Like, like I'm saying, bro, like, it's
you
power.
heard it. Let's help each other.
It's power.
Let's change life.
Y'all
Let's
be cool,
man. Love all of you guys. Jill, amazing, brother. Have a good one, brother. Everyone, love. Take care.